clearly a war crime. The casualties are mounting, including children, and tonight here are the new images showing fierce shelling in a residential area that's in Kharkiv, again the second largest city. Images from social media showing Ukrainian soldiers fighting on the streets of Kharkiv with automatic weapons and rocket-propelled grenades. The Ukrainian military saying this video shows their drone strike on Russian forces. But tonight, this satellite image taken just today showing one of several convoys of Russian military vehicles, one convoy alone now stretching 17 miles long, growing by the day, and headed toward Kyiv. Today, there were talks, a delegation from Ukraine arriving at the border with Belarus, meeting with the Russians for 6 hours, agreeing only that they will meet again. While in Ukraine, President Zelensky signing an application for immediate membership in the European Union and asking for a no-fly zone over Ukraine. What the White House is saying about that tonight. And the U.S. and a host of other nations taking more steps to freeze Russian assets, even traditionally neutral Switzerland, no longer neutral. The impact already being felt in Russia tonight. Long lines for cash at banks and ATMs there, the value of the ruble sinking. Vladimir Putin meeting with advisors today, blaming the economic crisis on the West, which he called an empire of lies. And after Putin put his nuclear forces on heightened alert, tonight President Biden and what he said when asked today, should Americans be concerned about nuclear war? Here's our senior foreign correspondent, Ian Pannell, leading us on.
Tonight, Russian shells pummeling a residential neighborhood in Kharkiv, the second largest city in Ukraine. Officials there saying dozens of civilians were killed in potentially the worst single attack of this war. Human Rights Watch accusing the Russians of using cluster bombs on the city. If verified, a deliberate attack on civilian areas would be a war crime. Ceasefire talks between Ukraine and Russia on the border with Belarus ended after 6 hours with no deal, but an agreement to try to meet again in the coming days. With a Russian advance slowed by a fierce Ukrainian defense, there are fears Putin will intensify his attacks, already raising tensions with the West even higher by putting Russia's nuclear forces on heightened alert. President Biden answered with one word when asked today if Americans should be worried about